What do you think? Good. Hey guys, good morning everybody. It is Monday morning, May 14th, 2018, and I'm headed into work for the day. Before we get this week started, let's check the crypto report, shall we? Alright guys, so we are still mining. We got, what is it, a total of 6 cards, so 5 1070s, 1 480, and making, in addition to the master nodes, it's probably a little under $300 a month total. So it's around $210 a month just from mining. And then the master node is maybe, I don't know, $60 or something like that. Actually, the master node is, what is it? It's $1. Wait, what did I say? Not, yeah, per month. So if it's almost $2 a day, it's, yeah, somewhere around there, I suppose. $40 to $60. The total will be in the crypto report. So, you know, I've been having some conversations with Rochelle and stuff, and she's just not happy with my living situation. And I need to get to the root of that really quickly before this becomes a major problem. I need to make sure that that is like the only problem, because that's going to change soon. So either I'm going to be buying a house outright or taking over my parents' home or whatever. And I need to talk with her and see what the deal is. She's completely, fully, 100% independent and self-sufficient. So I don't know if she's just wants me to be the same, or if she wants me to be a millionaire or something, and it's more about how much I make or something versus how much I have. I don't know. I need to get to the bottom of that, because I don't know if I've had this talk on the vlog before, but I don't really give a fuck about money. After losing everything, I don't care if you have a house, if you're renting, if you have an apartment. I don't really give a fuck about that. Yes, that is important and it might bother me or something like that, but I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on other things. I want your time. I want your energy. I want your attention. I want your smiles and your love more than things. I lost everything. So I get it. I was there before. I was so focused on the house and focused on all the shit that I had. I used to run into people from high school, and my first words out of my mouth were like, "Oh, did you know I bought a new house?" Or "I built a new house." I get it. I've gone through all that. I've grown out of it. I'm over it. But having said that, I still have these fucking bills to pay off. So my credit card and my 401k loan. So I'm really kicking around the idea of just cashing out everything, selling my fucking mining rig, and then only having like, I don't know, 3 to 6 months left of my 401k loan. And then once that's paid off, done. So I'm going to have a lot more to say on this topic in the upcoming weeks. I already feel it. Like, this is a huge thing for Rochelle. So we're going to be having a lot of conversations. We're going to be doing some soul searching. I don't think she's going to like it, because she's never had anyone talk to her about these sort of things, or even think about these sort of things, or call her out on the shit that she says. So that's all that I'm going to say for right now, but stay tuned for more. Alright, so just got out of work for lunch, my lunch break, and just finished tanning for the day. I feel better. Rochelle gave me a call this morning, and we talked not about anything we talked about over the weekend, but yeah, we're going to have to address some things. But I'm feeling better about it all. I'm not going to see her this entire week until this weekend. Our schedules don't really align, so she's kidless on Tuesday, and I'm kidless on Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, she made plans for girls' night out, and Saturday, we both have stuff in the morning, but we'll have a date night Saturday night, so that should be good. Saturday morning, I gotta go into work for about an hour, some server maintenance or something, and then Grant has a baseball game. I believe it's 12:30 on Saturday. So if I go into work at 9, and work there from 9 to 10, or even 9 to 11 or something, I should still have enough time to make it back for the baseball game. So that's good. Now I just got to figure out a date to do for Saturday. So I told her I'd take her out to dinner or something. We haven't done an actual nice date or night out or anything like that in a while. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Something that'll work for our diets and all that stuff. So I've been taking ketones now, guys, for I don't know, maybe 4 days. I think maybe 4 or 5 days, and I feel really good. I'm not like, I feel like I'm more hungry while I'm in ketosis, but not like starving. Like my blood sugar seems to be more stable. I'm not like getting crazy cravings or anything like that. But I'm trying to figure out what to do and eat that will be good for lunch today. So that's where I'm at now. I'm thinking about maybe just going over to Wendy's and then getting some burgers and remove the buns, and then getting maybe a side salad or something like that. So that's the thought. Yeah. So I got a new appendix rig. I really like it. I'll probably show you guys or talk more about that this weekend. I'm gonna see if I can maybe make some plans with Luke for Friday night, since Rochelle's going out. If that doesn't work out, I'm either gonna get some stuff done around the house or go to the range or something by myself, I'm thinking. So I don't really have a ton of money, especially money to buy ammo and all that type of stuff, so I'm trying to figure that out. I guess I could always get the steel cased shells and stuff like that, see how that goes. It's a lot cheaper, but still it adds up quick, right? It's kind of rainy this morning, a little overcast. Came out and the ground is now starting to dry up. You can see some puddles underneath the car and stuff, but weather says it's 74 degrees out, so it's beautiful outside. Trying to figure out what we can do this weekend for Saturday. Maybe a bike ride, or hit the trails, or go for a walk. Anything like that I think would be good. So yeah, it's supposed to be nice on Saturday from what I can tell. You know what would be cool would be to hit the range and do a little construction, do a little bit of building, work on coming up with a way to make it so that you're not walking in the mud to get to the range, backer boards and stuff like that. So I don't know, that might be something that I do or work on, but we'll see. Let's think here. What else is going on, guys? I'm just trying to hold out for this crypto thing. You know, like, things started to slide again, and I got back into XMCC. So I sold 350 XMCC coins, and I was able to, I don't know what day that was. What day was that? Friday or Saturday? And then I was able to buy back 357 XMCC coins. So, you know, I made 7 coins off of that move. And that's with fees and everything else. So that's not bad, considering each coin is worth $1.04. You know, made $7, $7, $8 or so, a little over $7. But my portfolio, this does not include the 350 XMCC, but that's it. 350 XMCC is worth probably $400 or, well, the 350 bucks or so. So I'm right around 10 grand. Need about 3 for a credit card. I need about 3 for the loan from the divorce, and then the rest is mine, so to speak. So, but I'm trying to be patient for Ether. So Ether's at $732. If you looked at just even this morning's crypto report, it was under $700. So it's moving, it's coming back and stuff. It's just doing its thing. It's kind of at support right now, so waiting for it to break through that. If I could sell the Ether that I bought, that I sold, or I'm sorry, yeah, if I can sell the Ether that I bought last week for $810 a coin, I should be able to make around $300 profit. So I think I spent somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,700 on, it was something like 3.7 Ether. If I sell them at $810 a coin, I should be able to sell all that for about $3 grand. So that's the plan. That's kind of the target goal. It would be nice to hit that this week. I don't know. I would like to make $300 in a week. That would be really nice. If I can do that, if I make $300, I'm gonna take that money probably at the end of the month or something out, and then make a $300 credit card payment and keep my original investment. I've been talking about it for a while, but if you guys haven't been watching the past videos, my goal is not to take $3 grand out and pay off $3,000 worth of bills, because then I'm left with nothing. It would be nice to use that $3,000 to generate cash. So, yeah. All right, what's happening? Just getting out of work for the day and headed home. My parents are gonna leave and head back to the lake house tomorrow, so they'll be here this evening. It is crazy. This weather's nuts. It was 74 degrees and kind of dry over lunch, and now it says down there that it's 89 degrees. It just went up to 90 and back down to 89. And humid. Weird. Very weird weather we're having here. Look at the way these guys put their grass clippings all over the lane here. Wow. Well, trying to think what's going on. So, I might have mentioned it over lunch break, but actually I don't know when I did it. I was originally trading with 358 XMCC tokens, and I made one move and I was able to buy 357 XMCC tokens. And then it went back up since lunchtime. So I made another move. I sold my tokens back for Bitcoin, and I sold it for, at the time, about $364 worth of Bitcoin, and there's like a $4 fee or something. So I'm holding like $360 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, so now I'm gonna see, because XMCC or Monacy coin, or whatever, however you pronounce it, went up like 9-10% since launch. And there were some sell orders for that deal, or for that price, so I was like, alright. Or I should say there were some buy orders, and I was trying to sell. So I'm holding about $360 worth of Bitcoin. And that, so I basically did a trade today. So I'm going to kind of see which way it moves or whatnot and go from there. But yeah. So if it drops back down to like when I sold my Monacy coin, it was worth like $1.03, $1.04 per coin. So I'm going to see if it drops back down into the 90-cent range and then buy it back up. Maybe I can get another 7 coins or so. We'll see. Basically, what I do is when it's low, when it's having a red day or whatever, Monacy coin, I just go and type in like how much Bitcoin I have and just see like how many coins I can get, how many of the XMCC coins I can get. If I can get more than I had before, then I'll just do it. Whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So yeah, we're gonna see. Like I said, each coin's roughly about $1. So if I could, capture that 10%, it seems like it might cover the fees, but we'll see. I'm still trying to figure out like the sweet point or sweet spot in terms of percent gain and all that will not only cover the fees but also make it worthwhile doing the trade or whatever. But since we're only talking about like $350 or whatever, it's not that big of a friggin' deal. Now, like I said, last move I made 7 coins on. That's let me think really quick. That's like a 2% return, but that's with fees. So I probably made 3 or 4%, but half the fees went to that. Clearly, the more volume you trade, the better it is, because then the fees aren't quite so cutting into your profits. If you're trading and making hundreds of dollars, the $4 or $5 fee isn't that big of a deal. But when you're only making like $5, yeah. Over lunch break, I also watched some Punisher, the TV series on Netflix, and wow, it is a great show. Man, you feel like you can conquer the world when you watch that show once you start relating with Frank Castle. So, pretty badass. That's the Shane guy from Walking Dead. He's really good at that. I love his voice, too. He's got like that deep, raspy, dark voice. It's awesome. So, I am still working on processing everything from the weekend and all that stuff, that I mentioned this morning and stuff. And I think mentally I'm in a better spot. I don't know if she is or not, but we'll revisit that. There's definitely some things that I need to explain in more detail to her to make her understand what my intentions are and what I actually believe, not conjecturing and stuff. So I kind of am learning that Rochelle is almost like an extrapolator. So, and I think that might be due a little bit from her job and stuff. She manages and handles a lot of data, a lot of numbers, crunches numbers, probably analyzes trends, stuff like that. And I think that's what she tries to do to the relationship stuff. Especially like when you say something or whatever, instead of taking it at face value or one way, she's taking it a different way. So potentially a lot of that could be social issues, where maybe she's not used to talking to people as much, and more used to texting or pinging or whatever. Whereas as anyone that's been on the interwebs for any amount of time knows that you have to do a lot of fill in the blanks, read between the lines, extrapolating, interpolating, all that, all that stuff, translating to try to understand what the person's real intentions are. Now, when we talk in person, she's very in her head, and that's how I am actually. Like you might say some stupid shit in person, and then after you think about it more, this or that more, or somebody says something to you, you might not be able to answer right away on the spot, but then you think about it, mull it over, and then you got this awesome, excellent response. So we're very much alike, and as stubborn and hard-headed or bullheaded or whatever as she could be, I definitely have that same trait. That's why I can't, let emotions get too involved with conversations and stuff. Like, I need to stay calm, basically. Because just as easily as she puts her walls up, I'll put my walls up. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. I think I'm going to have, I've been wanting to do, potentially on the new YouTube channel or something, some more talks about relationships and various aspects of relationships and stuff like that. That's why I wanted to do the new channel with more of a different focus, stuff like that, and kind of try to talk about what it takes to maintain a healthy relationship. So I am very thankful that she is communicative with me, that she is open and receptive. She may not listen at times or whatever, and I know I sure may not, but the communication is there, and it's about anything and everything. We've talked about just the whole gamut, and that's what I'm thankful for. I've never really had that before. A lot of women in general, no matter what they say, they're typically not very communicative, and men are the same way, of course, but I'm very, very, very sensitive and receptive to women's feelings, just in general, not even women that I'm with. And of course, I've been married, so I've been on that side of the fence where it's, well, what's wrong? Nothing. What's wrong? I know something's wrong. Nothing. And then, you have to ask them for 8 hours or 12 hours or a day or two, and then they finally open up or explode or something, and you're like, oh, okay, why didn't you just tell me that when I asked you the first time or the first 3 times? So I'm very in tune with that sort of stuff, and reading people, as something that I used to study and really enjoy, is reading people and assessing situations and stuff like that, body language, mastery, all that type of stuff. So it's gonna be an interesting journey, because I think she's open and willing to work on this, and I certainly am. I'm pretty easygoing relationship wise. Like, there's some things that bother me and whatever, but I don't want to say I get over them quickly, but I can process stuff. I'm still struggling with the idea of having to go slow with a relationship. Taking it easy, letting things unfold naturally type of stuff. The control freak in me, the type A in me, wants to manage and micromanage and handle every single little piece of details. And if it doesn't go according to the way I want it, then I'm not happy, or I'm unhappy, or things aren't right, or things aren't perfect. And I just need to realize that she has her own life. I get that. And she wants to keep her own life. And if you guys have been following this vlog for any amount of time, you guys damn well know that I have my own life. Not many people know all the different things in sports and hobbies and aspects and stuff like that I'm into. To be honest, this channel as of right now has 3 subscribers. I think one's my brother, that I don't even think he uses YouTube. So not many people even know that I do this daily vlog. I tell them or mention it to them, but they don't even know where it is or how to find it. Yeah. And that's all kinds of things or stuff that will either reveal itself or make itself known later on when the time permits or whatever. I'm driving in traffic. It's fucking nuts here. So where I'm going with that part is I have my own life, and I have my own things that I really enjoy to do, and I kind of came to the conclusion today that so this I've already known. So let me first start by saying that I'm the kind of guy or person that always wants to do stuff with the people that I'm around. So, if I'm dating somebody and I want to work out, I don't really want to do it by myself. I want somebody to do it with me. If I go to the range, I would, I'd like to go with somebody. I've always been like that. So whatever I'm interested in, I'm always trying to persuade others to do. And the problem that I face, or the wall that I always run into, is the the people that I'm trying to persuade to do it, that's like not something they're into. So when they don't stick with it, when they don't have the same discipline that I do, or anything along those lines, I get mad, I get upset, I get disappointed. And usually I get disappointed in them. And then I stop doing it, or whatever it is. So I think what I realized today is that I may need to actually write like a list out and figure out, okay, what are the things that I really want to do? Like, what are some things that I've been trying to do with other people that I just like haven't been able to get anyone to do with me, basically. So like the range was a big one. You know, I wouldn't even go to the range unless I had somebody to go with me. And when I kind of opened up or changed my operating procedure, basically when I went by myself, I had a really good time. I can take my time. I can shoot whatever I want to shoot. You know, if I go with somebody else, they might want to do shotgun and I want to do pistol. Or they might want to do rifle and I want to do AR or a shotgun or something like that, you know. And so when I go by myself, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to rely on somebody else. And, you know, all that type of stuff. And so that was liberating. Like the last couple times that I've gone by myself, it was fucking awesome. It was so much fun. So cool. I loved it. And it was just, I had a great time. I could spend as much time as I wanted. There was no rush. All that type of stuff. Okay. Well, that's what I was thinking about today. I was like, well, you know what? Like, there's those various different things that I want to do that I've been like trying to pull and tug and grab other people into doing, and I haven't had any luck. And in the meantime, I'm like still want to do these various things. For instance, one I know is like go mountain biking. It's just something that I used to love to do. I think it was like back when I was in high school. And I was like, you know, always trying to find somebody, a friend, anybody to do it with. And I'm like, you know, I'm realizing like I don't really need anyone else to do that with. I could literally just fucking jump on my bike and go ride around the block. I could go ride over to the forest preserve that's not too far away. And I can fucking do it. Now I have, like I keep saying, but I have more free time. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So, just like, you know, this is kind of, I think this actually goes in line with like what Rochelle keeps telling me and harping on with me. Like she tells me like she's independent, she doesn't want that taken away and all this shit. She reminds me at least once a week. And I mentioned it earlier today that I'm not trying to take that from her. Like, I get that. But in the same aspect, that's kind of like what I want, what I've always wanted. To be able to do my own thing, to enable myself to do what I want to do. And it's fucking awesome. So this is, you know, I guess I'm getting older. So this is the point in life where I'm, you know, realizing like it's okay to take time out for myself. It's okay to do what I want to do. Regardless of what I do or don't do, I'm still going to have fucking haters, so to speak, or whatever. Like people like, well, why are you going to the range by yourself? That's just weird. Or why are you doing this by yourself or whatever. But at the same time, you know, I guess if I'm doing what I want to do, what does it matter? So I'm going to have a lot more to talk on about this, but I guess it was a little bit of a revelation or whatever. You know, the thing that I find interesting is, like, every single woman that I've ever been with, they don't want to work out with me or do any sort of, like, physical type stuff. When I suggest it, they say no, but then they're not happy with their weight and all this stuff. And then I don't work out either. So I try to, like, enable it for them or whatever. So I need to cut that dependency. You need to cut that cable, cut that cord, and just say, you know what? Here's where I'm gonna be doing this. If you want to join me, cool. If not, I'll catch up with you later. And it's gonna be an interesting year, guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I feel more focused. I have more energy. I feel like I'm finally getting my groove back, so to speak, and it's fucking beautiful. Stay tuned for more. Ready? Go ahead. Hot out, Grandma.
You're looking at him. He's watching.
Keep your eye on it.
Watch the ball.
He's gonna need some juice. It's hot.
See that?
Nice catch, bud.
Put it down.
Nice catch.
Put it down. We kept doing it all the while, Dad, and he caught all four.
I can't believe I lost.
He caught all four.
Good job, bud. Here comes the knuckleball. Whoa. Bye. All right, here it comes.
Bye,
Fix your feet. There you go. Ooh, and I didn't think you were going to get that one. What? I didn't see what you were carrying. I thought it was a drink. Oh, there's your problem. All right, so dig right in the middle. Dig a hole. Just in the middle. No, right here's the middle. Right here's the middle.
Put the flower down. It'll be
Yeah, set it down. Set it down. Yeah. Doing a good job, bud.
That's where I'm talking.
All right, let me see. Might go a little.
What? Don't get. Wait. You gotta put it over the. Look at Grant.
Hold it over here,
Yeah.
over here when you pull it out. So like, put the thing over the bucket, the whole thing.
whole
Yeah, like
thing.
that. Now when you pull it out, there you go. Now when you pull it out, it won't. There you go. You want it. Yep. Good job. Okay, hold on, watch. Lift up your tree. Lift up your tree for a second. Watch. See how there's a big hole? All right, put it down in there. All right, hold the tree still. Don't move the tree at all. All right, watch. We're gonna cover it with dirt so just the stem sticks up. Okay.
Oh, I think we might need a little stick.
To help hold it up.
Yep.
All right, let go. Let's see how it does. There you go. All right. And here's your dirt. It's got a little bit of the white dots. I think that's fertilizer. You know what fertilizer is? Stuff that helps it grow good. Okay.
No.
All right.
Where's the ruler?
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Doing?
That'll hold it up. Now pour the water around there.
There you go. Nice job.
Now scoop this dirt up here, Grant.
Oh, it's not like mud, huh? All right, looks good, bud. We got a. Huh? Yeah, unless you want your juice that's over here. Is it all gone?
It's juice.